the south, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Play action. Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And that play was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Breeze to throw on second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Saints, nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Deontay Harris. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Number 40.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
New Orleans.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Falcons 21, Saints 14.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Todd Gurley.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Saints.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
40 extra points.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas.
Complete.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run with Gurley there on 1st down. Going to get about 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
44-yard line.
From the 44, Ryan. That is taken in by Hurst.
That's good.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 4th down, and the Falcons will bring on Giorgio Tavecchio to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the second half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. Breeze now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He sets to fire deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Deontay Harris.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
36 yards on the play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 45. Saints.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Saints 1st down.
On 1st down, Breeze. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Running with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Alvin Kamara.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
First down, Saints.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
53.
To throw, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Falcons 45. Saints 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch QB draw.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score, Falcons 45, Saints 27.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Give him a show.
Will Lutz lining
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10.
And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one. usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
34.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Breeze now on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
The kick is...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.